right, Shannon, what do you make of those comments?
I just don't get it. I don't get it why he keeps it going. Skip, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe that someone told Baker something that Hue said. This is why he's calling them fake. I've never seen a situation where the offensive coordinator and the head coach gets fired. Jimmy Haslam made this very clear. He will not tolerate internal discord.
Yep.
There's a reason why he said that. Now, Hue can dress it up. Look, I'm not advocating that Hue should have kept his job. Hue could have easily been fired after last year 0-16. You go 1-31, you deserve to lose your job.
Yep.
And no one would blink an eye. Hue losing his job, Skip, I don't think anybody is surprised by that. You and I might be surprised he kept it that long. But I don't get what Baker needs to understand is that just because you're not cookie cutter, just because you speak your mind, Skip, I was a guy, you know I spoke my mind, but I didn't speak my mind on everything. Because there's some things that you just keep to yourself and you just leave well enough alone. And you'll understand that. Now, this is what I don't get, Jen. He says he speaks his mind and he doesn't regret anything. So did you not regret the crotch grab? Because you said you apologize for that. Oh, but what happens is that when you're interviewing for a job, you want people to see that you're somewhat humility. Now you're perfectly entrenched. You're the starter. I don't regret anything. Baker, you're going to learn the hard way that you can't say everything, and it's okay to take the high road. It doesn't make you any less of a man by taking the high road in certain instances. I believe this was one of the instances that you could have taken the high road and you come out looking well. But you want to do it your way, but you'll have to learn the hard way. Because I can assure you, there have been times that Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady, and Rodgers, and all these other elite quarterbacks, Skip, you know they want to say something. You know they have something that's brewing inside them, but they know, you know what? Can't say that. It's okay.
Aaron says it a lot.
No, he doesn't.
Tom
No, he doesn't.
never says it. Sorry. Go ahead. You open the door.
Somehow, every time he gets an opportunity, he has to make this about Aaron and Tom. And it's really not. I'm just trying to make a point, and I'm just trying to, get the people at home. I'm trying to navigate this. But what Baker will understand, Baker, you did make it about Hue. You did it. You called him fake. So how do you not make it about Hue? Or you taking a shot at Hue when you call a man fake, Skip? That's exactly what you made it about. Okay. Because so now you made it. You're not cookie cutter. But this is what I love. I love Baker. He's not cookie cutter. But when he had that incident in Arkansas, he's immature. Now in this situation, he's just speaking his mind. So you can't be immature in one situation and then speak your mind in the other. So basically, all of what we see, that's exactly who Baker Mayfield is. All of that. The Arkansas incident, the crotch grab, and speaking his mind to Hue. All of those are who Baker Mayfield is. And like you say, Cleveland, you're going to learn the hard way. Take it or leave it.
So, Shannon Sharpe, once again, you have missed the point and the boat on Baker Mayfield. Remember, he is not a one-time walk-on. He's a two-time walk-on.
Why?
He desperately needs to play with a chip on his shoulder because that's when he's at his best. So he always needs an enemy. He needs a battle. He needs a fight. And if there's not one, he's going to go pick one on the internet with some random follower. You know how he is. He'll just go find somebody, or he'll find somebody in the media, Colin Cowherd here on FS1, to fight with because he needs to fight. He needs to think that people are telling him he can't do it anymore. So what happened after both his coach and his coordinator got fired 3 games ago, and most of the NFL world wrote off the Cleveland Browns once again as a dysfunctional disaster? What happened, Mr. Sharpe? In the last 3 games, Baker Mayfield has thrown 9 touchdowns to 1 interception. He has completed 74% of his passes for 771 yards with a QBR for the 3 games of 87, and that includes the last 2 of 97 and 97, the last of which led the whole Sunday quarterback ratings. He's been on fire, and this is a first-year rookie starter who's playing at an extremely high level. He's been I'll just say this. He's been a top 10 quarterback the last 3 weeks. And again, that's a small sample size, but he's doing it because everybody wrote him and them off. So, is he really mad about Hue going to the Bengals? No, he's not mad about that because that's just silly.
Exactly.
He's a smart kid. He's smarter than that. He gets it. He got fired. He didn't choose to get fired. He got fired, and Marvin said, come on back down here.
Right.
And so he went back.
Right.
Can you blame him for that?
Right.
No, Baker doesn't blame him for that. But Baker does blame him for never giving Baker a shot to win the starting job.
I agree.
And it's something deeper, and there may have been something that was said to him that we don't know. But the truth was, all through Hard Knocks and training camp, Baker Mayfield was a Boy Scout by his standards. I kept waiting for the salvo, the backlash from Baker. I kept waiting for something politically incorrect from him, and he was a model of political correctness all through camp and all through the Tyrod games. How many were there? I don't know, 3 or 4 games.
4.
He didn't say a word about any of this, right? He was a model citizen for them. But once it broke, once he got his shot against the Jets that night on Thursday night, and he played very well in that game, albeit against the Jets, and once he had a couple of good games, he starts to get full of himself, but he needs a fight. And once you got fired, he's going to continue to pick a fight with you because that's his new enemy. I'll show you.
That's low-hanging fruit. That's easy.
Okay, it is easy, but he needs this. This is what drives him. It's how he's built. So what happened in college? So they're playing the lowly, at that point, Kansas Jayhawks, who are not so lowly as we speak. They just scored 40 at Oklahoma. But
They still took the L.
Okay. They took the L, but still. So they're at Kansas a year ago. And in the coin flip, one of the Jayhawks refuses to. Baker extends his hand, and the kid wouldn't shake his hand.
Right.
And Baker goes crazy. These are like I said on the show that on Monday. These are the Jayhawks.
Right.
They're the doormat of your What are you doing?
Right.
And he's picking fights with people in the stands, yelling at
I've
them.
seen it.
Right?
Oh, I had
and you've been there.
Make sure I had to ask their sports information director,
Yeah.
Mike, if it was okay. There was a moment he was yelling with a fan. I mean, this close with a fan in the stand, and I'm like, "Is Baker
What are you
okay?"
doing?
He was like, "Oh yeah, he's fine. This will get him going."
He's fine. Okay, so
Crazy.
Okay, it's a little crazy, but this is what drives
Fuels
him.
him.
So he's so mad he grabs his crotch against the Jayhawks. Take that. Really?
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah.
You want to talk about low hang? That's the lowest hanging fruit, right? Okay. TCU not low hanging last year, so TCU came in. They played them twice in big games, but the one at Norman. One of the TCU kids had the audacity to trot across the back line of the end zone during OU's warm-ups on that end of the field. And Baker said, oh, yeah, watch this. And he drilled the kid. He had his helmet on, thank God. Drilled him right in the helmet. It was a gunshot, man. It was just a boom, right? Just jarred him. Okay? That's who this kid is. That he wants, let's fight. Let's go right now.
Yep.
That drives him. He's overachiever. He's about 6 feet tall. He's Drew Brees size.
Yep. All the guys, especially a lot of guys that play professional sports, have overcome something. It's not the battles that we see that they overcome that makes them strong. It's the battles that we don't see that they fight and win that makes them strong. So him picking a fight with you, that's low-hanging fruit. That doesn't tell me anything about it. That tells me nothing.
He picks fights on the internet with random people. Like somebody I know sitting near me at this point? You need it?
Nah, bro,
Yes?
bro I listen.
You need
I'm not
it.
gonna
Yes?
first of all,
Yes?
Get it. I'm not gonna go back and forth. But this is not the battle you can win, Baker. I'm not gonna go back.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna. You can't win this.
It's an unwinnable battle.
You can't win this lip sparring battle with O'Shea Sharpe.
Okay. Oh, you mean that. I think you can't win your battles with whoever.
I'm 500-0.
Really?
When it comes to this tongue wrestling, I'm undisputed.
Really?
I'm Ali Mayweather. I'm cut from a different cloth.
Boy, that
Yeah.
never happened on this show.
Oh, this lip sparring jitty.
Yeah.
What?
Huh? Somebody's delusional across something.
I wouldn't want to be on your bad side.
Well, I thought you were talking about tweet sparring.
Oh yeah, Skip, I'm undefeated.
Really?
Undefeated.
Well, in your mind,
Undefeated.
I'm sure, because you get the last word,
Yeah,
right?
but Skip, let this go. Okay, you moved on. What you've done?
I don't think he's gonna let
but I'm
him
saying,
go.
Skip, you've proven to Hue that he should have given you an opportunity to win the job.
That's true.
Okay, you're perfectly entrenched as the starting quarterback.
You could be right, but Baker's going to need a new fight. He's going to have to find somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know, the Steelers, the Ravens, the Bengals.
Okay, he doing all this.
Yeah.
So if they don't win the division, if they don't make the playoffs, what's all this for?
building blocks. I mean, just
If
are
they
they
don't,
better than they were a year ago? Yeah.
I'm saying at the end of the day, what is this for?
What he's doing right now?
What if the Cleveland Browns, if they don't win the division, let's just say in the next 5 years, what have they accomplished?
Well, in the 5 years, you just said about this year.
Yeah.
What they're accomplishing right now is they beat Baltimore at home. They beat Atlanta at home.
Yeah.
They should have beaten Oakland in Oakland when Oakland was still playing at a high level. Well, they did.
Oakland, first of all, let's get this correct. Oakland hadn't played at a high level this year. So let's go ahead and remove
I
that.
thought they were pretty good in that game.
Really?
Cleveland was playing pretty well at that point.
No, Oakland hadn't been good. Skip, they won 2 games. John Gruden sincerely, desperately want that #1 overall pick. We're going to talk about him a little later. But let this go. Okay, Baker, you're right. Hugh is two-faced. He's a snake. He's a weasel. He's a scoundrel. He's a charlatan.
All he was saying about fake is that he was pledging allegiance to the Browns like we're all in this together, and the next thing Baker knew, he's on the Bengals staff. Okay, that's what he's calling
What
fake.
college coach? I can assure you, Jimbo Fisher said the same thing to Florida State before he signed his 10-year, $75 million to coach Texas A&M. That happens. What's new with what Hugh did? Skip, they do that all the time.
I got no issue with
Not
it.
me
And I
either.
promise you, Baker Mayfield deep down has no issue with it.
And we know what it was about, Skip. You and I saw through this from the beginning. It ain't about no Hugh leaving to go into Cincinnati. The man wanted to get a job. Nobody else was going. Listen, people don't beat your door down when you're 3-36 over 3 years, Skip. People don't beat your door down to come coach their football team. So he has to get back any way he can to start. Basically, he's starting from under the ground to get back to the ground to try and build his way back up. And there are no assurances that he's ever going to be a head coach in the NFL again, Skip. There's no guarantee. Because how do you sell that to your fans? That this guy once went 1-15, 0-16.
Well, the speculation is that he's going to replace Marvin next year.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Well, he
Would that be
might,
a good move?
Because guess what? He might, because the Cleveland Browns are on the hook for most
In
of
fact,
the
I
salary.
believe our guy Jake Glazer had that on
Wow.
Sunday as a possibility.
Just let Baker let it go.
Yeah.
You're the face of the franchise, and franchise quarterbacks, legit, real franchise quarterbacks,
Yeah.
don't get in those verbal sparring matches with internet trolls.
The one thing he said that was very true is he is not cookie cutter
You don't
as
have to-
quarterbacks
If
go.
you don't have to be okay, give me the quarterback that's been worth anything that displayed this kind of behavior that Baker Mayfield is doing. Name one.
Jim McMahon
Skip. The man
won the Super Bowl.
He had 1 year.
Well, he did. I'm just saying.
Hell, I could have won the Super
Yeah.
Bowl with that defense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can go back in the day. Everybody, Joe Namath was this way. Kenny Stabler was this way. That's when it was different.
Yeah.
That's when the expectations of the quarterback were different.
Yeah.